This is the new Hamilton dock. It was modified to allow big rig trailer trucks to be able to enter and exit seamlessly. And this is the new $3 million HM Customs X-ray scanner, which has been in operation since last September. According to William Pearman, the Assistant Collector of Customs officers have adapted to the technology quickly, reducing what used to be a tedious inspection process to just 3 minutes.
We're able to actually grow the operation without much delay to the importing public, which was always our concern, that we had actually told them we would do our best to minimize any disruptions.
Sounds like this scanner here is an overall success.
We feel so. It's given us the ability to not only determine what's actually arriving through the ports, but because of the technology and also because of our ability to actually store the images, we could actually go in and we could actually analyze.
Our cameras saw the process in action firsthand when this truck, carrying an industrial-sized air conditioning unit, pulled through. Customs staff back in the control room quickly download the powerful images which show everything that's inside, even the inside of the truck's tires. Tari Trott reporting for ZBM News 9.
New night.
Coming up, the bus strike is over and public transportation is back up and running first thing Saturday morning. A 4-year murder investigation lands a man in for the murder of Shakai Crockwell, and Bermuda's cat population back out of control. Stay right there. The news starts now. Good evening, everyone. It's Friday, August the 19th. I'm Tari Trott, and thank you for joining us tonight. The good news tonight is first thing tomorrow morning, bus service will be operating as per normal. Bermuda Industrial Union. It's a boat. It's a car. It's a 12-seater water taxi.
Good afternoon, Bermuda Water Taxi.
Captain Ashley Simmons is the man behind this new transportation service, which aims to offer a smooth, scenic alternative to land transport. We caught up with Mr. Simmons during his downtime at the Scour Hill Dock and Sands to understand his new service.
As the summer progresses and it gets very, very congested for moving people around, I felt that the taxi could provide a niche to take people around, to bring them back or wherever they want to go. And the difference is that it's private, more or less. I can take you anywhere, whereas buses and ferries have set stops. The prices are anywhere in the Great Sound between Dockyard and Hamilton.
The idea for the water taxi came roughly 4 years ago for the entrepreneur who quietly launched his service 3 weeks ago. Captain Simmons invited our crew aboard for a brief demonstration and a hands-on feel.
Recognize these seats?
Bus seats, yes.
Reconditioned bus seats. Because I was in another business in Dockyard, and I saw how many people came off those ships and how they're piling up to get on the ferries and the buses and the taxis.
The first Crown witness was victim Renee Kuchler, a teacher at Cedar Bridge Academy in 2009. Clutching her walking cane in the witness box, she recalled hearing 3 shots ring out as she and Mr. Miners sat in her car following a movie at the Southside Cinema in St. David's. I looked down and I saw that I was bleeding, she tearfully told the court, and adding that when she tried to get out of the car, she realized she could not move her legs. Next on the stand was Shakai Miners. He recalled seeing 4 young females in the theater on the night of Friday, November 13, 2009. One of the girls he recognized as an employee of a Court Street business. Once outside of the cinema, while sitting in the car's driver's seat, he saw someone run across the vehicle and he heard gunshots. It was then that he noticed he was shot in his right arm and felt a burning sensation in his stomach. He would later learn that he was shot a total of 4 times, taking bullets in both elbows and in the stomach. Asked why someone would want to harm him, Mr. Miners said it would be due to his affiliation with the 4-2 gang. He recognized the defendants as one-time friendly associates who were linked to the rival Parkside gang. Both gangs, he pointed out, were at war at the time of his shooting, but used to be on friendly terms. Ms. Burgess also said that the jury would hear that hours after the incident, police were here at the number 1 base gate setting up a roadblock when they noticed that a black Jeep was traveling towards them from St. David's at high speed. Police reportedly signaled for the driver to stop, but he ignored them and continued on at high speed. A chase ensued. However, officers were able to bring the car to a stop at a short distance later. He has been silent on a number of issues affecting his government since it was first sworn in a month ago. But today our newsroom received a call informing us that the Premier was willing to grant us an on-camera interview. When asked whether the impromptu interview had anything to do with the mounting criticism of his 1-month-old government, Mr. Cannoneer responded,
"Yeah, no, this period of time, I knew that our honeymoon was going to be short. And so it was important for us to be able to sit down with you to let you know what's going on and where we are."
How can your government ask for people to engage in shared sacrifice when, Premier, you have hired a chief of staff, you've hired, you're also seeking to hire a media person, we understand, and in addition to another aide. Some will say this does not does not show shared sacrifice, and we'll wonder why you need so many people.
Well, I'm not sure if so many people is the correct term. And in fact, I don't think that's correct at all. All I have on staff right now is a chief of staff, and I do have a secretary. That's it. From there, we will continue to look at our efficiencies, but the notion that there's a whole bunch of people running around is certainly incorrect.
On the issue of PLP MP Randolph Horton, who is rumored to be appointed Speaker of the House when Parliament reconvenes in a few weeks, Mr. Cannoneer did not give a direct answer, choosing his words very carefully.
Listen, it's not a rumor. Obviously, we're looking at talking to all kinds of folks that may be interested in the position, but we're not at a time whereby we can say and go to the public, hey, this is the person that's going to be doing that job.
Sounds like you're confirming that you have at least looked at Mr. Horton.
Of course we've looked at him. I mean, it's only natural for us to look at him. I mean, it would be foolish for me to say, we're not looking at him. He's done a great job in the past.